I'm Barack Obama, and I approve this message.
Hi y'all, so now it's winter, and I've been at Berkeley for a month now, so I've had time to situate myself. And I'm seriously taking the easiest classes at Berkeley, but I'll tell you more about that later. First, I'm going to show you my wall, which I recently decorated, sort of. It's not very much of a decoration. Anyways, it's right behind me. This is a fire hydrant, the cutest fire hydrant in the world. This is me eating shrimp. This is Robbie. That's me and Hugh. That's Hugh when he had his long hair. That's Hugh wearing the Sylvia sweater. And Sylvia, you know which sweater this is. Those are peacock feathers. This is from the Kite Festival. That was during the summer I went with Hugh. That was Hugh being emo and wearing my pants. What else can you see? That was prom. Remember prom, guys? Remember prom? Remember prom? That's my calendar, and I don't really do much on my calendar because I don't really plan things for the future. So sorry if I look a little dark right now. It's because the curtains in my room are closed, and that's because I don't really know if it's because I'm on the 8th floor, but it's mostly because the sun comes in the afternoon and it turns our room into an oven, and it's really uncomfortable right now. So since I live so close to home, I've been going back home pretty much every other week, and I guess it's a good thing because then I could visit Rabbie. And I don't know, I guess I like going home actually, because I remember like in high school I'd be like, oh my gosh, I just want to get away from home and stuff like that, but I think that like going home is actually like really soothing and stuff. I don't know if that's the right adjective, but it's home, you know what I mean? Anyways, I go home and I love how I can get free buses here. I can get free bus rides here. Watch. The AC Transit thing gives me free bus rides. Woo! And I get free BART rides, so my transportation is pretty much free here. And I love that. So I'm going to be boring now and tell you about my classes. My first class is ESPM 50AC. ESPM, ESPM stands for Environmental Science, Policy, and Management. And it's called Intro to Culture and Natural Resource Management. And apparently my sister took it too when she went to Cal. And she didn't tell me about that until like recently, when her friend reminded her that she also took the class, and she's like, oh yeah, that's so easy, don't worry about it. So I was like, okay. And it's seriously hella easy, but my GSI, my graduate student instructor for that one class, has the worst accent ever. So we're supposed to discuss what we talked about in lecture, but no one knows what he's talking about, so we can't discuss. My second class is astronomy, and it's not like hardcore astronomy, like all about the solar system or whatever. It's just the concepts of the astronomy and stuff like that. So we've learned about stars and black bodies and radiation and random stuff like that. And we just had a quiz today actually, and I didn't study for it. And I thought it was really easy, and some people who did study for it were like, oh my god, that was so hard. But I guess, I don't know, maybe I'll major in astronomy. Which brings me to my next point. Not really my next point, but basically I have no idea what I'm doing with my future, and I thought for a while that I would do environmental sciences, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm actually interested in it or not, you know what I mean? I'm interested in astronomy, but it's a lot of physics, and physics senior year kind of turned me off to that. My third class is environmental econ, which is basically econ applied to environmental concepts. Well, basically we're learning about microeconomics right now, not really macroeconomics. So it's stuff like food stamps and taxes and stuff like that, loan regulations, and it's all pretty easy stuff. Whatever. I have a quiz coming up with that too, but I think I'm okay with that. My fourth class is a seminar, which is basically a lot less students, like a total of 15 students, and one instructor who just talks about one topic. And the seminar that I'm in is about ancient Egypt, and it's not the most interesting thing in the world, but I needed the 1 unit for it, and it was the only seminar that wasn't totally full. So that's pretty easy too. I've joined the cooking club, which I guess is kind of cool. I'm trying to learn how to cook, I guess. And I went to their first meeting, and they had these 2 guys from a restaurant come and cook for us. And there's this thing called truffle oil that when you put it into like soup or whatever with mushrooms, it makes it taste so much better. So much better, so much better, so much better, so much better. As for freshman 15, I guess I'm not that worried because, well, I guess I don't really exercise here, but I've had to walk uphill so many times, it's crazy, and I really feel like my legs are a lot stronger than they were before. I'm not worried about it because as long as my metabolism doesn't slow, I think I'm okay. But I think I will pick up exercising. I have no idea. Can you imagine that? Me exercising. Oh my god. So yeah, that's about it. The only thing is that I'm kind of jealous of you, Sylvia, because you get to see Hugh all of the time. It's so not fair. By the way, I use the handicap shower now because there's so much more space there. And I really want to be a pirate for Halloween. And I can't wait for Christmas.